Good morning, folks. My name is Hutchins, for those of you who don't know me. As we continue through this Holy Week and hear the story of Jesus' journey from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday, I'm very pleased to be here today to share with you one of the scripture readings from the book of Matthew. Although this is somewhat weird with this social distancing, with the new technology, it feels like you're sitting right in front of me. So this is going to be from Matthew 24, verses 1 through 36. As Jesus came out of the temple and was going away, his disciples came to point out to him the buildings of the temple. Then he asked him, "Do you see all these? Do you not? Truly I tell you, not one stone will be left here upon another, all will be thrown down." When he was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, "Tell us, when will this be? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" Jesus answered them, "Beware, that no one leads you astray, for many will come in my name, saying, 'I am the Messiah,' and they will lead many astray. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not alarmed, for this must take place, but the end is not yet. For nations will rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All of this put to the beginning of the birth pangs. Then they will hand you over to be tortured, and will put you to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of my name. Then many will fall away, and they will betray one another and hate one another. And many false prophets will arise and lead many astray. And because of the increase of lawlessness, the love of many will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end will be saved. And the good news of the kingdom will be proclaimed throughout the world as a testimony to all the nations, and then the end will come. So when you see the desolating sacrilege standing in the holy place, as was spoken by the prophet Daniel, then those in Judea must flee to the mountains. The one on the housetop must not go down to take what is in the house. The one in the field must not turn back to get a coat. Woe to those who are pregnant, and to those who are nursing infants in those days. Pray that your flight may not be in winter or on a Sabbath. For at that time there will be great suffering, such as has not been from the beginning of the world until now. No, it never will be. And if those days have not been cut short, no one would be saved. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be cut short. Then if anyone says to you, 'Look, here is the Messiah,' or 'There he is,' do not believe it. For those false messiahs and false prophets will appear and produce great signs and omens, to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. Take note. I have told you beforehand. So if they say to you, 'Look, he is in the wilderness,' do not go out. If they say, 'Look, he is in the inner rooms,' do not believe it. For as the lighting comes from the east and flashes as far as the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever the corpse is, there the vultures will gather." Immediately after the suffering of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, and then all tribes on earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send out his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. From the fig tree learn its lesson. As soon as the branches becomes tender and puts forth its leaves, you know that summer is near. So also, when you see all these things, you know that he is near at the very gates. Truly I tell you, this generation will not pass away until all these things have taken place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. But about the day and hour, no one knows, neither the angels of heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. Thank you for sharing your time with me today, and may God bless you.